Alright everybody, welcome to...
Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another. This one, it's technically deep dive. I don't know whether to call it a deep dive, but we're reacting to Wingman's Hangar. I said I was going to do this. A lot of you really want me to, so I don't know why. The reason I'm laughing is because I literally on my screen right here is, I'll show you, okay? I was just, here's me. So I recorded this yesterday. Wingman's Hangar. I was like, you know what? People are really excited for this. Let's jump into it. I attempted, okay? There was an attempt made. The look on my face. I'll show you the first 5 minutes of yesterday's video, and then we'll go on from there. But, I mean, this explains a lot right here. Just look at this, right? I'll put me up here in this corner, and you can see me down here yesterday. But look at this. I don't know what this is. Hopefully the sound and everything's okay, and I don't have to turn it up. But let's jump into it.
You gotta put lad block on. Alright everybody, welcome to...
No! They're joking. They're joking. This isn't real. It's not. This isn't it. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those of you who are like, listen, please do Wingman's episode. I can't react to episode 1. It's... It's so bad. Listen, it was 10-year-old technology. It was the first time... This was before streaming was even a thing, and they were live streaming Wingman's episode 1 on their Roberts Space Industries website to 45 people. I watched a bit of this, and I really did try. 25 minutes I tried. 25. Look at this video. This is me recording yesterday. I tried.
What's it like to be at...
It was, guys, listen, oh, wrong thing. I apologize if you wanted me to watch episode 1. The audio is just awful. It's, even for me, it's too bad. I just can't do it. I can't do it. You guys, I can't sit there. This first episode is 40, it's like 5 minutes long. I can't sit there for 45 minutes with that type of audio. You guys could hardly hear it. The closed captioning, the subtitles on it weren't even correct. They were trying their hardest to try and predict what these guys were saying, but it was just like it was awful. It was so bad. To be fair, I did watch, like I say, 25, 26 minutes of that video that I recorded, and I'm like, I can't post this. It's awful. But in all honesty, it was literally just them kind of introducing themselves, who they are, what they're doing. It was, you know, we had this guy. He's funny. He's a funny guy. The guy that's on the right-hand side, or left-hand side here. He's a funny guy. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so what I'll do now is I think the only way for me to be able to do this is to at least start on episode 2. It seems like they got some of their together on episode 2. Because the audio is still not great. It's still live streamed on RSI that they just re-uploaded to YouTube, and they re-uploaded it in mighty 360p. So the quality's still bad, but it does get better. So I feel like we're just gonna have to push through this one. I can't do the first one. We'll push through this one together here, and then it'll just keep getting better and better. Right? And then we'll just continue with our regular deep dive stuff, which is the produced videos, not necessarily this. But I haven't seen this. I don't know what to expect. So let's just watch it here together. I know there's a lot of you. Stop pausing, for God's sakes. I promise. I try not to, but I also like to add some commentary to it. I don't just want to sit here for half an hour and not say a word, you know. But going forward, these videos, I will be live streaming them. I'll be live streaming all of us just hanging out together, reacting to Wingman's Hangar, and then I'll upload that stream edited onto YouTube. So if you do want to hang out on Twitch and react with this, don't worry, I'll let you know before we go live. The link should be in the description, though, to my Twitch channel, so go ahead and you can just follow me if you would like down there. Also, I just wanted to give a big thank you to David and Frank, the latest members, YouTube members. I appreciate it. If you don't know what that is, it's this thing right here. It means a lot, but I just wanted to give you guys a shout out as a thank you. So thank you. Anyway, let's jump into this. Wingman's Hangar episode 2. We've skipped to number 1 because it was just too bad, and it was just more of an introduction. So let's go ahead, jump into Wingman's Commander, or Wingman's Nuts, as he called it. But we'll just watch it here together. I'll go right here. And I haven't heard it. I'll be looking over here. Whenever I'm looking over here, it's me. I'm testing the audio. I can see the audio balance, and that's why if I'm looking over here, I'm just making sure the sound's okay. So let's go ahead and watch this together.
Welcome to Wingman's.
God's sake. What is this guy on, man? This guy's a freaking hoot. Welcome to Wingman's Nuts. I was just looking at the audio and I was like, oh, this audio seems fine. And then it was like, okay, start again. Okay, I'm not going to pause, I promise.
Welcome to Wingman's Nuts, but Wingman's Hangar. How is everybody today, man? It looks like you're around. Tell us how the volume is going. We're on the chat window.
The volume's awful. Whoever's helping you out is lying.
Too much. Wingman, tell us way too much secret info. Hey guys, I'm not going to tell secret info, as far as you know. Okay, so we are live. It says we have no audio.
Oh, you have audio,
we
buddy.
Have audio. We're checking everything out. We have audio. Check it. It looks like we have audio. Audio live. Excellent. So it looks like we're good here. We had to kind of rush to get everything working today because we're still moving and stuff around the office and getting everything together. Trying to get the right network cables in, trying to get the correct microphone that looks like a penis. And things like that, so that we can do this.
Well,
we can do this
what
show
did you just say about the microphone?
We're recording and things like that, so that we and things like that. Microphone that looks like a penis, and things like.
This guy wouldn't survive in today's climate, would he? Really? We got the microphone here that looks like a penis. What is going on? It's fun though to watch, but this is like the typical startup, right? You can tell this is just a bunch of guys that are just doing their own thing. Now it's a little bit more corporate now, right? I don't think you'd hear Jared Huckabee saying, "Oh, we got this mic that looks like a penis. Welcome to Wingman's Nuts."
Like that, so that we can do this show properly. We're recording this broadcast for everybody in case they missed it. You guys can probably record it on your end too, which is fine. That's great. But we're going to put a small snippet out. Mike will cut that together and have it, Monday. Special
Maybe
guest
I'll
today
put my
is
headset
Mr.
on just so I don't have any echo in here. I need a new cable too, by the way. This one's kind of getting loose.
Ben Lisnick. Ben, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody about yourself? They probably already know you, but what the hell?
Yeah, I think anyone who was watching Wingman's Hangar at
Wingman Hangar.
11 a.m. on a Friday probably knows me already. I'm Ben Lesnick.
Did you say 7 a.m. on a Friday?
Manager for Flat Imperium Games, and
But you're also doing some design work.
yes, I'm also kind of transitioning, but I think everyone here is wearing many hats right now.
Yeah, that's true. we may not be wearing a hat in here, but we are certainly wearing hats for reals. Yeah, and so Ben's been amazing. He helped us a lot on the campaign. You guys will probably all the updates that got, anything you get from the community, PR-wise, as far as on the comm links, on the emails, all that stuff has to go through Ben.
So first of all, something someone said to me on a YouTube comment yesterday, is that I'm going back to look at the development of this game, but I'm only getting like a third because the YouTube is only like a third of the development showcasing it. They were saying how they used to have like chairman's meetings or message from the chairman, and all like every day there was multiple threads of in forums, and there was so much information on, I guess, the RSI website or the Spectrum equivalent or whatever it was back in the day. Yeah, I can't go back and look at that, and to be honest, I wouldn't interest me either. It'd be cool to know, but I'm not going to go and read through all of their press releases from day one, right? This is just more of, it's a nice, fun visual of the development of the game. So yeah, I agree. There is a lot of stuff that I'm missing because I'm just looking at the videos, but it is what it is.
He's like the, what's it say? Real quiet because I can barely hear you. Says, Ben, you need to speak the hell up.
I will. How's this?
How about I move, because I know I don't have to speak up, right, folks? I'll move.
Surely that's not the mic they're using. Because even when he's touching it or moving it, it doesn't make a single difference. It's as if they're using the webcam mic, right? And they forgot to go in and switch the mic to that one that's on the desk. Because that ain't the one that's... Listen, you can't even hear him touching it. Like, if I was to touch... I'm sure you can hear that.
Move the mic over to Ben. Is that better?
How's that? Testing.
It's exactly the same.
You got to say cool words like testes.
Testes.
This guy is on one. This guy is nuts. He's literally, he's obsessed with nuts. Wingman's nuts. You got to say cool words like testes. He loves it.
Yes.
Okay. And am I too loud? How am I?
Jesus Christ.
He's very loud, folks.
All right. I guess can we shut the door here, or we can leave it open? It doesn't matter. All right. So, because I'm just thinking they're doing the wiring out there, and we don't want to hear that stuff. So anyway, we're gonna have a weekly show. It's gonna be going on every week, every Friday at 11 a.m. Central. We'll take some questions. This week we're going to take, I believe, about 10 of the questions from the forum. 10 of the best questions are the ones that we're allowed to answer.
Yeah, you people want a lot more information than we're allowed to tell you.
Yes, there's got to be some secrets in here, like the fact that we're not wearing pants.
So early on, someone can answer this for me. I'm sorry, I'm going to try not to pause too much, but I do have questions, right? I've never seen this stuff before. Like, obviously now they always have things that they're like, ooh, we got something exciting coming up we can't tell you about, it gets people excited. Is that what they were still doing back then? But I feel like back then, it was all just a dream, and it was all just, they were just starting out. I just don't know, what were they hiding from the community back then? I don't know. I guess it's the same as now. Except now they don't tell us anything.
That's not a secret.
That's true. That's true. So why don't we start with one of the questions? I'm going to ask Ben since he's pretty close to this. By the way, before we get into this, I've got to give big ups to Pleasure. You guys are probably the most amazing community I've ever seen on any game ever. And Pleasure created some artwork for us for the show. And I want to bring this up, let you guys see a little bit of it.
So is Clasher just a fan of the show and then they ended up naming the prison after them? Or is Clasher... Who's Clasher? Is this the birth of Clasher?
We'll get some vinyls made of it, but check this out. Pleasure put this together.
It sounded like pleasure, not Clasher. I thought it was Clasher, so I think it's pleasure.
For our show. Excellent job. I mean, this guy's amazing. He's done some amazing stuff. He created some dog tags for us. He created some
pleasure. Okay, we saw that in yesterday's video. Oh, was it? I don't know if it's yesterday's video or if it was the episode 1 that I couldn't watch.
Shirt designs, some hats, which I've still not gotten, dang it. Anyway, and all kinds of cool stuff. And which makes us just amazing. He's amazingly talented, and Pleasure, thank you very much. First, thanks to everybody, but thank you to Pleasure for creating that. It's also going to be on my door, by the way, into my office, which is, a big deal because I think it's badass, truthfully. So, now if we butcher your name, tough. So, from TC Finnois, says, I have a question. If I got a pirate ship and I want to fly on the UEE system, will I be shot to death by military police, or is it based on my reputation? He wants to buy a Cutlass, but he's not sure he'll be able to fly it if he's not interested in becoming a pirate.
Okay, yeah, and anyone can buy a cutlass. That's not going to be the defining factor in people thinking you're a pirate. It's all the reputation system. So you can fly a cutlass, you can explore with it, you can do legal bounty hunter missions, that sort of thing,
Right.
Not a problem. Other players may look askance at you because I guess the fiction is that this company, Drake, creates these ships that everybody knows are for pirates. They're legitimate businessmen, but everybody knows they're making these ships for pirates. So other players may look at you askance, but they'll be able to scan you and see you're a good citizen.
What do we think about that in hindsight, looking back? Obviously, yes, you can own Drake ships, and they're just another ship. Yes, they're still made for pirates, technically, right? But if you see another player in a Drake ship, do you think, oh, they're a bad person? I don't think so, right? Especially like a cutlass. Well, the cutlass black. I mean, I don't look at any of the colour ships, especially like the Caterpillar. It's just a really good trading ship. I don't think anyone looks at them like these guys are up to no good. I love the Drake ships.
Yeah, kind of think of it like, the whiskey runners from American past, right? Where you can still buy a nice Ford two-door coupe, right? But they souped theirs up and flew them around, and so the cops never knew who was the good guy or the bad guy. Now they could know by reputation, maybe they've got a certain fender type or a certain skin on them, that then they would know that was a pirate. Same kind of thing in this situation. They'll know you by your rep, not necessarily by your ship. Because hey, half the fun of it, it's all about your personality. You want whatever ship you want, we're going to support that.
I think we'll be seeing lots of pirates with constellations. You certainly don't have to have a cutlass.
Yeah. You don't think the pirates will be in the bingo carrier?
Oh, I don't know. We used to have a lot of pirates. They may end up.
And they probably all want to blow up a planet. Everybody wants to blow up a planet, right? Not confirming that. For the record, we are neither confirming nor denying that you'll be able to blow up said planet or moon. That's no moon!
I still think, obviously this is, you can't blow up planets, right? But I still think there's going to be some sort of, like, when they have all these stories and stuff, they have right now the Xeno threat and all of these, and eventually we'll be able to go to Pyro, supposedly this year. But I do think there's going to be like a Xeno threat type mission where it's going to lead to like a moon or something blowing up. And that moon, maybe it'll stay in the system as it is, blown up, and it'll just be a really cool point of interest, right? Just this big asteroid, a rock, planet, field of just debris. But I do think that'll happen. I do think one of their main storylines will lead to that. I do. I've said that for a while. It's funny they were talking about it here.
Anyway, we'll go on to the next question here. So, good question from TC Finwell. MC Grunt.
Oh, sorry. I thought it said Wingman's episode 4. I was like, wait, did I go to 4? No, 1, 2.
This one I think I can easily get his name right. MC Grunt. He wants to know. Oh, Grunt. It could be Grunt, but there's no A. It's just Grunt. And he's a McGrunt. He's a McGrunt. Mick Grunt. I guess he works, for McDonald's or something. He's a McGrunt. Would like to know, with the special add-ons, Retaliator, Starfare, Corvette, and Vandal Fighter become available for purchase for those who pledge through Kickstarter?
They will, yes. If you pledge the extra money for the special stuff during Kickstarter, we're working on an update to the site that's going to let you go in and assign that money where it was supposed to go. So it's coming. Don't worry. We're working on it.
So the answer is yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Just to be clear, the answer of the day is yes.
I swear that microphone doesn't work. It doesn't work. They don't have it plugged in. He just went straight into the mic and it didn't sound any different. Nope, doesn't work. They haven't set it up properly. They're using a webcam mic. I'm calling it.
We did not take your $1,000 for your Corvette.
Well, we are broadcasting from Bahamas.
Yes.
So. Can I get another margarita, please? Thank you. From Creeds, we've got another question here coming up. From Creeds, I have a question for the modder community, specifically for 3D artists. We only use 4D artists here, so if you're not a 4D artist, well, you're out of luck.
They go back in time.
Yeah, they do, which means the game's already shipped in their world. When can we expect to get the engineering guide for meeting the ship requirement specifications of Star Citizen so we can submit our models ready for use when the time comes? That's a great question.
It is a great question. I know you're not going to want to hear this, but it's going to be...
Look in the camera.
I know you're not going to want to hear this, but it's going to be much closer to launch. we're still figuring out our own rules right now for how the ships are going to work. We are going to make sure we get that information out to you as early as it's possible to do so, but it's months or a year away at least.
Yeah, I mean, we've got
months or a year away. At least, he said. At least he said at least. Months or a year away to launch. He said, I mean, it's clearly not months away. But right, he said we're not going to know about that until launch, which is months or a year away. Or is he talking about months or a year away till they figure out what they're doing? I don't know. But I'm sure they didn't think it would be 10 years, let's be honest.
we're creating the whole rule set. We're creating the entire pipeline for putting the art into the game. I mean, even though we've got this really badass demo, you know, it's just a demo. We've still got the entire rule set of the world, of the universe to create. So bear with us. You know, you'll be watching along the way. These questions will become, you know, easily answered as we go.
It's so weird.
You know,
I love that I started this series because it is so cool to go back in time with hindsight, right? To go back in time knowing what we know. It is. It's so cool to see where we're at right now with the game and just listening to them talk about what they want. It's really cool. I feel like a time traveler. I was trying to figure out what's the sound of the TARDIS. That's terrible. What does the TARDIS sound like?
a lot of them you'll be able to answer yourselves, but this is why we do the show. Oh, this is a good name. Okay, so he's called Toast.
Toast, yes.
Yeah,
That's,
which is what Chris Roberts is when he plays me in ping pong. He's Toast. Yeah, that's probably not going to make it into the edited version. Okay, says, how do we like our new digs? Nice to see David Letterman come on board as Jump Point editor. Oh, man, it is nice to see David Letterman. It's really good. Any other fond names from gaming industry history coming on board that you'd like to work with? More Origin, Digital, Angel, Steve Jackson games alumni try and track down. I probably can answer this one myself, right? So first of all, David Letterman was a huge coup for us. You know, we worked together at Origin, and he is amazing. You saw the first edition of Jump Point. He's going to continue he's come on board as the Jump Point editor, and he'll be responsible for creating that every month for our subscribers. There's a lot more stuff to be announced for the subscribers. We're working on that now. You know, it's a balance because we want to make sure we support everybody that's supported us to this point, but we also want to give something a little special to the subscribers because they're giving a little extra for a little more access than everybody else. Now that doesn't mean that people won't get access, because clearly you will. The Wingman's Hangar will always be available to everybody because this is something we like to do and keep the community updated. As far as more industry vets, yeah, you know, I'm talking to a lot of people right now. I'm in charge of the hiring for the company right now, and you know, being that we're in Austin, there's a lot of interest in working on the project, and there's a lot of interest from our side and some of the talent that we worked with at Origin and Digital Anvil. The key will be getting the right talent. I mean, we are very chemistry oriented here. I've always found that if people like each other and people work well in an environment, that it just creates a nice maelstrom of workflow that allows you to have the magic, right? What you want to avoid is somebody that's so dominant or so over the top that you can't get anything done. So we're currently talking to 4 ex-Originites, and if I have my way, at least 2 of them will be coming on board. So I can't tell you who they are. Actually, you know, it's interesting. There is one that's coming on in 2 weeks. It's our chief visual officer, but I don't think he's actually quit his job in the movie industry, local. You might be able to figure out who that is. If it was a special visual effects supervisor, perhaps at a local movie industry in Austin. Anyway, so we'll go on from that.
I agree with what he's saying, by the way. With, you know, if you're building a team like this, you want people that mesh together. You want people that have the same goals. You want people that, you know, just work well together. But I do also think it's important to have somebody that is a little bit opposite, that has different opinions and does work at a faster pace. Because otherwise, if I've been there, if you're in a position where it's just you and a bunch of people that are all too similar and too comfortable around each other, you know, there'll be no pep in the step, you know what I mean? It'll be just, hey, let's just do it at our pace. I feel like it's important to have some people that work at a faster speed to keep you wanting to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But it's weird because it seems if people don't want to hire people because they're worried that they're going to make them work harder, it would explain a lot, to be honest with you. It's like I've always said recently with the development, it seems like I love the developers. I have nothing wrong to say about them. I've just been saying how it seems like there's a lack of organization, maybe. And maybe that's why. 10 years later, it's the same thing. They just, you know, they don't have anyone that's, you know, come on, let's round this up. Let's figure out what we're doing here. Let's all get on the same page. Everyone's just kind of chilling, doing their own thing. Sorry, man. This is annoying me. It's just my Stream Deck was in the way. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm being way too harsh on that. But I do agree. It's important to surround yourself with people that follow the same, you know, passion that you do.
Let you guys figure it out. Yeah, we've already done that one, Mike. We talked about the Wingman sign with pleasure. Again, thank you. We had our producer just come in here and say, talk about the Wingman sign. Dang, Skippy, we're talking about the Wingman. So we're going to talk about the Wingman sign. This is going to be called Wingman's Hanger, the Wingman sign. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. It's from Salkin Locke. It's about the Constellation. Now, this is a good question. Will we be able to hire NPC as crew members, or will there be just onboard AI to fill the empty space?
Great question for early on. And I can't wait to hear how he answers this. But I do wanted to say real quick, as someone that's only been playing the game for a couple of years and wasn't aware of all this, now I understand why people love the Constellation so much. It's a cool ship, don't get me wrong, but it has a very die-hard, like, fan base behind it. And I think this is why. I think it was the first, like, big, cool, your own spaceship ship, you know what I mean? And I think that's why people have such a passion for it, because it was something they were so excited for early on. And when they got it, it was probably like, wow, this is incredible. Whereas now we get ships that are much better, in my opinion, than the Constellation. But we're so used to ships now coming out, it's kind of like we're spoiled for choice. So it's not as like, wow, I've been waiting for this. Whereas the Constellation was that. It was the, like, first, like, big, like, this is my spaceship ship, you know what I mean? That's how I feel anyway looking at this. But I'm very curious to see what he says about AI in the ships, because that's still a conversation we have today. That's still a thing that's not in game. You can't hire AI yet. But let's see what he has to say about it 10 years ago.
Yes, NPC as crew members. It's an easy one. Yeah, you'll see a guy in the extra seat rather than just have a computer control it.
Yes.
Yeah, and they need it. To be honest, sometimes I don't understand why you can't already do it. I'm sure there's, you know, they wanted to make it look realistic. They don't just want someone to just, whoop, like, appear in the seat, you know what I mean? But, because now, like, NPC ships now, if you look at NPC hammerheads, or if you look at NPC, you know, whatever it is, you can see the people in the turrets. So you can, and the NPCs do a really good job of shooting at you. So why can't they just implement that into the ships that we currently have? I'm sure they're working on it. I don't know what the coding is behind that, but it seems like surely they're close. I think it's more of they don't want them to just appear. They want it to be, because Star Citizen does things very literal, right? I feel like they want you to drive to a space station, land, hire them, and then you'll see them literally walk out onto your ship. I think that's kind of how they want it to go. That's probably why we don't have it yet, I think.
So to further emphasize that, there are going to be NPCs that are a little smarter than others, just like people. So you'll be able to hire better pilots. There'll be ratings. I think that we'll put a rating system in there for the NPCs, and
yeah, and it'll cost you more if you want to.
It'll cost you more if you want to have an ace. You know.
I kind of like that idea. I think it shouldn't cost you more, because no one's gonna pay for a crappy NPC pilot, right? Or maybe you would if you just want a body there and numbers. But I feel like they do that already. Do they not? Maybe? I don't do enough bounty missions or piracy to get the Navy coming after me to know if some of them are really good or bad. But some of them seem like they're awful. The amount of NPCs I've seen just crash into asteroids is it's kind of crazy.
NPC character, exactly. You know, they'll be just like us, just like everybody in the game. The reputation system is going to be, you know, global. So NPCs will be on that too, at least in this instance.
It's funny hearing them talk about the reputation system, like, what, 9 years ago? And now we just got it. But even the reputation system we have, it's just the literal first ingredient, right? We've got the first little sprinkle of ingredient of the reputation system where clearly it's gonna, you know, there's a lot more that needs to go into this before it's finished.
Alleycat says, on your last Hangar broadcast, nicely done, you mentioned coming over to Germany in February. Any more details, and is it a public event? Well, I can't give any more details on it, but I can tell you we are coming to Germany. We're going to the Crytek. We're going to go look at Crytek, and we've got a couple Crytek people that have come on board. And we're going over there for some serious boot camp type training with our lead programs and stuff. Is it public? Maybe. I mean, we hadn't really thought about that. That's a good question. Maybe we make it some deal where we have some sort of, you know, get together and have some beers.
It's literally the start of, what do they call it? I've never been to one. I know the Citizen Con. Is that what it is? Just Citizen Con? I've seen, what is it called when they go to the bars? You know what I mean? I've seen them where everyone meets up and goes to a bar. This is literally the start of that.
Because the Wingman and all the people at Cloud Imperium like beers.
Especially German beers.
And in Germany. Mm-hmm. Yeah, German beers in Germany is good. We didn't get these felt figures by just not drinking beer.
We worked at this very hard.
Years of practice. And I don't think we're done yet.
No.
I mean, I've been in bodybuilding now for 20 years, and it's just that I'm building a pyramid. So, all right. So we've got Slasher 54. Will you be sharing any design docs, concept arts for the big ship classes, or will we have to wait till game release?
I was distracted. I was trying to see if someone was trying to flash them or moon them back here. I just saw. What did he say? It sounded important.
Drinking beer.
We worked at this very hard.
Years of practice.
I don't think we're done. It's driving me crazy.
No, I mean I've been in bodybuilding now for 20 years, and it's just that I'm building a pyramid.
Pyramid scheme confirmed. Just kidding.
So, all right. So we've got Slasher 54. Will you be sharing any design docs, concept arts for the big ship classes, or will we have to wait till game release?
I think you'll be.
Yeah, I agree with what this guy's about to say. I think no, for sure. I mean, people can already buy javelins.
Seeing something, maybe not immediately, but you're definitely going to see some bigger ships in the coming months.
Yeah, and just so you know, we are doing all the concept stuff now. So, we don't like to release stuff too early. You saw how the Freelancer, when it got released, the people were saying it looks like a ginormous.
Dun, 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 boom. We don't like to release things too early. Starfarer. Reclaimer. No, just kidding.
Penis, and they were not happy, but it was.
What did I just pause on? Penis.
It was just a work in progress. So part of it is we've got to educate. Not you guys. Obviously, anybody watching this show is well informed. Oh, you guys know what the hell you're talking about. But we've got to make sure when we release something that people understand where it is in the process, what's coming up, and we're releasing it to get feedback, right?
Yeah, basically the ship design process is you take a penis and you kind of shave it down.
You don't shave a penis. What the hell are you talking about? There is no shaving penises here. That's in the art pit.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that actually happens. By the way, this show is not fit for HBO. All right. So anyway, the answer to the honest question.
What the hell is he talking about? The funny thing is, HBO is probably the most explicit TV provider out there. So, you know, it probably is fit for HBO. But what is he on about, man? They were cut from a different cloth back then.
Yeah, they'll be coming in the future as it comes up. And we've got a hierarchy of moving down the list of assets. We've got an asset list. We're creating the ships as we go. And there's a lot to be designed. We kind of want to throw some of the stuff we want to say, you know, how would you guys envision stuff? We'll have some contests coming up for you guys to get in on it going forward, which will be, you know, which we'll announce later.
And you're going to see the stuff you pledged for first. So
yeah, I mean,
Aurora, the 300i, the Idris.
Yeah, Constellation.
300. So he said you're going to get the stuff you pledged for first, and then you'll get newer ships after that. So, and he said the Aurora, the Constellation, and the 300i. Did the 300i, that came out back then? I didn't know that. I thought the 300i was a way more modern. I mean, I know it's a modern looking ship, an Origin ship, but I didn't know that the 300i came out back then. Was that the Trio? As well as the free. So the Freelancer, was the Freelancer the very first ship that you guys could get? I mean, I love the Freelancer. You guys know I have a special place in my heart for the Freelancer, specifically the Freelancer Max. But was the Freelancer the first ship you could get in this game? I honestly don't know, but it looks like it was the first ship. It was the Freelancer. And then, by the sounds of it, the Aurora, the 300i, and Constellation. I mean, those four, that's a really good four. Like, if I was to own 4 ships, I'd be like, that's a good 4 ships to own. So the Arrow, or not the Arrow, so by the way, I kept saying Arrow in yesterday's video when it was clearly the Hornet. I meant Hornet. I don't know why I kept saying Arrow. I have a Hornet. I know it's the Hornet. Brain doesn't work sometimes. But wait, so the Hornet didn't come out first? I could have swore the Hornet would be the first ship. Anyway.
The Vandal fighter, is it?
I've seen the Vandal fighter.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've got, don't forget, in 12 months here, or I guess it's 11 and a half now, we've got the Alpha multiplayer coming up, which should have all...
So the Alpha multiplayer is coming out. This is when the first time they're talking about it. The Alpha's not even out yet.
All the ships. We got to start with the ships that you guys bought, and then we'll populate the rest of the world, you know, based on that. You know, I can't wait to see the Armadillo ship. Or the Lightning Bug. Right, Joss Whedon?
What's he on about?
Yeah, right. I so desperately want the Lightning Bug. We'll see if I can get that by Chris. Chaos Griffin has a question. He says, my question is simply regarding custom skins. Customization of the ships. We all know CIG has created custom ship skins and a way to change them with a flip of a switch. Is CIG planning on allowing custom player-made skins and decals to be uploaded in the persistent universe? And in the absence of custom skins, will the players be able to change primary, secondary, tertiary color patterns on the ships? By the way, nice work using tertiary.
Yeah, we're all very impressed with your word power.
Yes.
Short answer is yes, but we don't know to what extent yet.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't want a universe where everyone is going around with bright pink spaceships.
That's right.
Kind of taking you out of it.
What did they just release for Valentine's Day? Was that a bright pink ship? They didn't want it. They sold out, ladies and gentlemen. They've sold out. They didn't want these bright colored ships flying around everywhere. Guess what? You got them. Listen, skins is like anything. I don't care how realistic you want this game to be. When you can do something as simple as a ship skin, the same with clothing. Money, man. You can make so much money from just changing the color or something. So yeah, they're gonna make bright pink ships for sure. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
But we definitely want to give you the option of customizing everything. Making your ship is your avatar. So
and it only just happened. So it took 9 years to get ship skins, which I'm not mad about because it's kind of not that important. So we'll, you know, I'm glad they pushed that off. But from what they're saying now, even though this wasn't them telling us, this was someone asking them the question. But yeah, we have them now 9 years later. But again, I'm not mad at it because that's something that I'm glad they didn't prioritize.
We wanted to represent you, so we're going to look at how to do nose art. We're looking at how to do custom skins.
But again, that's going to have to be approved. At some point, there'll be an approval process it'll have to go through because we don't
Until
want
you see the
skins.
money.
I mean, I don't know if you guys ever played like...
Until you see, well, people are buying these? How much are they paying for these? Everyone's buying them. Get a team on it. We need a team that is dedicated to ship skins. I don't care. Make them all. Every skin you can think of, make them. And we'll just do a staggered release. That's what happened. I don't want to hear it.
The original Half-Life, I think it was Half-Life, where people would run around spraying naked ladies on the walls and stuff. And, you know, while I was enjoying that myself, my wife didn't enjoy it much. And certainly my kids wouldn't either. So it could be a situation where maybe we have some controls where the custom skins are all only seen by on your own server.
That's fine. Yeah, maybe give players the option of turning off the custom skins so they don't have to see other people's naked ladies.
Yeah, we could maybe do something like that, or we'll just see. That's I guess the answer to that is it's TBD. But anything that has the potential, we're trying to avoid anything that has the potential for griefing or to be abused. So that's going to require a lot of thought on our part, and so the answer to that is forthcoming, as in not really answerable at this point.
But the important thing is we are thinking about exactly that already.
We are.
So.
We're thinking about lots of stuff. Apparently, shaving wieners is one of Ben's thinking points.
Hey, I didn't design the freelancer.
No, but you've got pictures of it all over your wall at home.
I do, yes.
Well, okay, it says, oh, this is a great
I love the
question.
Freelancer Max. Are they trying to say that the
regards
Freelancer
to
Max is a
referral
penis?
contest. When will we know the winners of the referral contest? Do winners and grand prize runner-ups know that they are winners?
Winners do not know yet. As you may have read today in the update, the Kickstarter integration has been going slowly. We've got 7,500 people who...
If you want to buy Star Citizen and you need a referral code, consider using this one right here.
Still have not clicked on the link to integrate their accounts, and we want to give them a chance to add their names to whoever referred them. So we're giving them until end of the day Sunday to put in their referral, and we'll be picking the winner on Monday and announcing on Wednesday.
Idolonius wants to see your new tattoo.
People must have been following me on Twitter. I can show you my new tattoo, I guess.
Well,
Let's see it. It can't be as tough as mine.
It's up to you.
How bad do you guys want? How badly do you want to see the new tattoo? Where is it?
My arm. It's right here.
Show it.
All right, you can show the tattoo. Okay, we're going to show the tattoo.
This will probably not make
It's
it
me.
either.
It's me, isn't it?
Yes, it's Eric in a little heart.
I'm sorry.
Show the tattoo!
All right, we're going to show the tattoo. This is the first on Wing Commander's hanger. Dude, that is bad.
Does it say death?
Can you see that? Can you get it closer to the camera? I can probably move the camera if you don't want to.
Death something?
Yeah.
Death?
Death
from
above.
Dude, that's badass.
Tattoo from Starship Troopers.
Mine's
Yeah, I like
way
it.
more
I like it.
manly and
Paul
tough.
Verhoeven would
Mine
love
is
that.
way more manly than
All right,
death
there you
from above. Okay, I'll have you know. Death from above. You want to see what a real man gets tattooed? Boom! Freaking Simba.
So, not only that, we're getting nudity going here in the show. So also the referral contest, I believe we have to reach out and get their approval, don't we?
Yes.
We've reached out to a lot of people, and if you get something that says we need your permission to announce you're the winner, make sure you respond to that. Because if you don't respond, well, we'll just have to take it down to the next guy on the list. All
That
right.
will not happen. You'll win.
You'll still win
And,
anyway. Hey.
We're going to hear from people.
I know. And by the way, just so you know, we still have quite a few Kickstarter folks that have not registered.
Sorry, I'm cringing because of the mic. I'm not cringing because of what they're saying.
RSI. So if you're watching this and you are a Kickstarter, make sure you get registered on the RSI website so that you get all the things that you're, supposed to be getting that you qualify for.
Yeah, you should have gotten an email about it a couple days
Right.
ago. There's a custom link you have to click to attach your Kickstarter pledge to an RSI account. All the instructions should be there. Check your spam folder if you don't see it. And if it's not there, email Pete, and I'm sure he would love to help you.
All right. There's one last question, and then we'll take a couple from the chat roll, and then we'll be done. Cool. We'll actually get to get back to work today. This is from Ladwin, and he or she or it says, how you know that mod tools can't be used as cheat tools?
Okay.
That's pretty.
I don't know what he's on about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The modding only applies to servers you set up. So you can't just go in and mod the central universe.
The game servers are not going to be moddable. The main server will not be moddable.
No, we are coming up with a process where if people come up with amazing mods that everyone loves,
They can submit them.
yeah, they can submit them.
Absolutely.
And we'll consider them for adding to the main universe. but that's a longer approval process.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a lot of things like that. Like if somebody makes something really cool, like a mod or perhaps a ship or something, maybe we find some way of allowing them to sell that in our universe and splitting the profits with you guys. But we've got to find the legalities of that and see if it works. And because to be honest with you, the talent out there in this community is unbelievable. I mean, you guys have done amazing stuff. So
I agree.
We'd like to tap into some of that because everybody likes to tap into some of that. Yeah, I know we can't have enough penis jokes here, can we? All right, let's take a couple. Let's take a couple chat roll questions, and then okay, there's a question there from. It's going too fast though. Mater, can I upgrade my pledge ship? Will I get the same items I would get from the Kickstarter pledge?
It depends on when you registered. If you registered before November 26th, I think, you'll get all the same things if you upgrade or buy another pledge right now. If you registered after that, you will just get whatever's currently offered at the site.
Hey, I was thinking too, and this might be something we could do. This is just off the cuff here. You know how we have the really cool stories from Dave Haddock, Kid Kings and all that.
Which are returning soon, by the way.
Returning soon to a computer near you. Wouldn't it be cool if we could have a contest with one of the stories where we let somebody put a graphical bit around that, like some frames?
That would be pretty cool.
That would, just have a contest with our community, because I have literally gotten tons of graphical frames or graphic novel style stuff from our community about things like the chat room, and it'd be really cool to actually have that, to like graphically represent the stories.
Absolutely. I mean, we're all big fans of that cartoon about Zane.
If people are still here, by the way, this is completely off topic, but someone had mentioned it recently, and I wanted to get your guys' feedback on it. The people that have been watching so far, do you think it's better? My camera, I always like it just being big and open like this, but do you guys prefer it if I had it more like this? Would you prefer it if it was just my face down here so I could talk to you like this? I'll probably talk about this in the beginning of tomorrow's video as well. Or would you prefer it like the way I have it, which is boom, like this? So it's just completely zoomed out. Well, let me know. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Just continue.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Hi, Zane.
Hi, Zane. How are you? Is Zane here, by the way? I don't know. She's like one of the three girls that's on our chat roll. I think the Snow Wolf is on there, Zane's on there, and I think Eddie is also a girl. Eddie, aren't you a girl, or are you just acting like one on the internet? I'm just teasing, buddy. I know Eddie's a guy. I just see him typing here. Oh, come on, Alex, nothing. I'm teasing you because I love you. I love you, man, and I want your Bud Light. Oh man, some of this. You're welcome, Eddie, man. You're top notch as far as I'm concerned. There seems to be at Wingman question suggestions.
This guy's nuts.
How will turrets work? Is the gunner points at space and the pilot rolls? Will the turret move with the ship? Yeah. The answer is yes, it will. I mean, the idea is that Chris has been very specific about us wanting to be a Newtonian physics style of ship. So if you're in the turrets and you're trying to now you're gonna have locks. I mean, the idea is some of the turrets will have missiles and locks and stuff of that nature, right? That you can obviously upgrade your ship to get. So maybe once it rolls out of your range, you can still be locked in for time, and then you pop a missile off that can still track them. But if the ship rolls, your turret's gonna roll with it, and your area of view is gonna change. Can I view and fly the ships like I did in Freelancer?
I'm not touching that one.
No, I'm not either. That's Chulak. That's going to have to be. You always ask the toughest questions. Oh, speaking of Star Citizen cards, Chulak, I believe you asked about Star Citizen cards. Sandy's making the run on those. I think we're just waiting on the rest of the Kickstarter people again to link. Once the Kickstarter folks link, then we have all the Star Citizen cards. We can run them through. We're going to make one run because this is a one-time deal only. Star Citizen cards are not available, for purchase. They're like for early people. Not many people are going to have those. It's kind of like the golden ticket. I mean, if you were lucky enough to find us before we announced it, I mean, you've got a golden ticket, and that's cool. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be other cool things popping up.
I was just having flashbacks of yesterday's video when I saw it was just like there was the golden ticket people, which I still have no clue what the hell that was all about. And I just found it was the funniest thing to me. I don't know why. I had like an out of body experience. I was just watching myself watch these group of people holding their little printed out golden tickets, and some of them they weren't even golden because they didn't have color printer, so it was a black golden ticket. And I was like, "What am I watching? What the hell is this?" And it was the funniest thing in the world to me. I don't know. It's like, what is life?
Because there will be, we'll be having stuff like for contest winners and things of that nature going forward. But sometimes people like a little something that separates them from everybody else.
Yeah.
But what we've already separated ourselves from the rest of the world. I mean, we've got over 100,000 fans on our community that are all passionate and want this game, and that's pretty much a miracle.
Yeah, biggest crowdfunded project.
And we have to say thank you. I mean, we can't say that enough.
We wouldn't be here without you guys.
It was the biggest then. Jesus, yeah.
Right.
Now it's.
And I'm sorry we had to change the name from Wingman's Nuts because that was fucking cool. But we're now going to be Wingman's Hangar. And fortunately for us, again, pleasure, and the sign, it's badass! I freaking love it! So again, we're gonna hang out on my wall. Do you have any other things to add before we sign off and get back to the office and get back to work?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I want to take one more. It looks like somebody's trying to get their questions in pretty quickly. Maybe we could get Mike in here to read the question to us from off camera. Hey, Mike! Should we get Mike in here? And maybe we can show you his bald spot. Hey, Mike! Here goes Mike. Can you pick a question off the chat room and read it to us off cam? And show yourself on camera first, though, Mike. You guys remember Mike Moreland? Yeah. Because of Moreland, we're able to do these kind of things.
Why does it look like this is filmed in like early 90s, like 80s? I mean, that guy that just came. I mean, this could be like, when you watch the family videos of when you were a kid growing up. I feel like that's what I'm watching right now. It doesn't feel like 9 years ago. This feels like 20, 30 years ago.
So pick a question off there and ask it.
Me? Okay. It's moving so fast I can't track it. Hold on.
I know. You guys need to hold the chat roll down a sec. Slow your roll. Okay, that's not working. If it rolls too fast, we just can't ask.
So will it be possible to get an official poll via comlink regarding citizen card delivery dates? Some people with less disposable income plan to increase their pledges significantly in some cases, but need time.
That's kind of like the layaway plan. Did we ever get a solution for that?
We did not. There's going to be a cutoff, and it's going to be in the near future because we have to do the actual production run.
Yeah, we have to do the production run. We have to cut it off at some point. And I would just have to beg and borrow the money from anybody I could. Sell crack, black tar heroin, whatever it takes. Get the cash. I'm just kidding, obviously. Or you can just start a church. Yeah, not kidding there too.
This guy is absolutely wild. This guy, I know he's left the company now, but he couldn't survive in today's climate. He just couldn't. He's nuts. He is nuts. He could not say the stuff he's saying right now. This guy would be cancelled. Start a church. Oh, man, okay.
Let's get a real question.
Cardboard Brain asks, can we get the jacket before cards get set in stone? Because I'd go platinum if we do.
I wouldn't guarantee that.
So let's avoid the questions about the citizen cards because we're only making one run on the citizen cards, guys. One, and so we have to cut it off.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we're not going to extend that out for everybody. It's just going to lock down. Devin, can you not do that right now, please?
Someone would like to see how our office looks now that we've been getting moved in.
That's a great question. Okay, so how the office looks will be shown. What we'll do is we'll do a walk around on next week's Wing Commander or on Wingman's Hangar. The Wing Commander. Look at that. I figure I'm 15 years ago. I'm back at Origin. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a walk around of the office in the coming weeks, and you guys can see how it's changed. And it has changed dramatically.
I can't wait.
But let's end on that. We'll just end on that. So, listen, we appreciate everybody coming here. Thanks for logging into Wingman's Hangar. Actually, thanks again. We really appreciate it. Thanks for coming to Wingman's Hangar. You got anything to say, Ben?
Thank you for everything. You're a fantastic community, best I've ever seen. It's been a pleasure working with you all.
And spread the word.
Yes, tell your friends.
Just tell your friends, because the more people that we get on this game, the better it gets. And watch for contests, watch for updates. We'll keep you informed, and you keep us informed. Thank you guys very, very much.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. My first Wingman's Hangar. Wingman's nuts! That guy is a mental. He's awesome, though. So there we have it. That was actually really cool. Just to hear them talking about the development, hear them talking about, like, the, you know, just the ship pledges, what ships are coming, talking about the reputation system, the AI. It's actually really cool. Like I say, I'm so glad I started this series because it is something that's, you know, in hindsight, looking back at how far they've come, it is insane. Like, just looking, like, what you guys, like, this is just what's recommended here, and seeing this on Board Gamer, just the thumbnail of this, right? Being able to see, you know, the Cutlass Black or whatever the hell that is. You can't tell these days because of the skins, but... And funny, listen to them talk about skins too, 9 years ago. Oh, look at that too. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, go check this one out. This is my video from yesterday. It was a pretty good one too. So I think we'll call this one Wingman's Hangar. And then the deep dive will be reacting to the videos. And we'll do a separate Wingman's Hangar react, which is what this video is right now. The quality and audio and everything's only going to get better on these Wingman Hangar videos. I'm sorry that I didn't react fully to the first one. I watched a lot of it by myself, like I say, and I was trying to record it, but the audio was just, it was so bad. I couldn't do it. It looks like they fixed it a little bit on the second one, and it's only going to get better and better and better as we go forward. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, watching this video. If you enjoy the Wingman's Hangar videos, let me know in the comment section, and be sure to hit the like button and share it, whatever you want to do. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you would like me to cover or change, or if you guys would prefer it if I watch the Wingman's Hangar fully and then edit it down just to the interesting bits, or do you guys like it where I just watch the entire thing all the way through unedited and we just watch it like that together? But like I say, we probably will start doing these on stream. So if you want to follow the stream, the Twitch link is below. I'll probably stream both here and on Twitch the first time, because I know some people prefer YouTube, some people prefer Twitch. But yeah, the links will be down below. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. What was I going to say? Girls? I appreciate you girls. Thanks for hanging out. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you want to help support the channel even further, you can become a member. I appreciate you guys. Thanks again to Frank and David, the latest members on the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow with, I think we'll do another deep dive. What day is it tomorrow? No, we won't. It'll be inside Star Citizen. I'll see you then.
All right, everybody, welcome to